Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Josie from the North Sisters, and today I'm going to show you a simple way to brood chicks and one gosling. I have a guard goose for my chicks. If you are new to this, and if you're not, maybe you can learn some tips. I'm going to head over to the garage and show you. So I am going to store my chicks in a cattle water slash feeder. I think it also may have been a hog water. This is from my grandparents. I have another one for my bunnies. If you want to check out my bunny video, I think I posted it before this. So check that out. If you don't have one of these, then you could store it in a plastic bin. I used a playpen for kids or whatever that's called. I'll put it on the screen. Like a plastic bin, rubber, any of those things. I know these, if you buy them from the store, can be more expensive, but if you can find one, if you live on a farm, or if you want to use something else, really anything large works, and depending on how many chicks you have, you could use something maybe half the size. I am going to be getting 14 chicks, and of 4 different breeds, and 1 gosling. Actually, I ordered 2 because you have to order 2 from the site I got it from, but I'm gonna be giving 1 away because I'm gonna do the whole guarding thing and I don't want them to imprint as a goose, if that makes any sense, if you know anything about that, but just ignore it. So I'm gonna show you the whole setup and make it really simple, all the things you're gonna need, and we'll set it up for you. First of all, your bedding. This is a medium flake pine shavings. You can use other type of shavings, I think. Just research that it's not bad for your chickens. I know you can use straw maybe or something like that. The heat lamp, make sure it has something on the front of it so if it drops it's not completely burning your thing down. So this has something protective on it. It has a clamp. We're gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna attach it to here so that so I can attach it. I need some food and some grit. I got this non-GMO brand that I found really cool. You can probably buy in store your non-GMO, but I got the shipped. It's scratch and peck, and it's non-GMO, corn-free, and soy-free. And I have not seen what it looks like, but I think it might be a little fine. Like, it's for chicks though, so it is okay if it's a little bit fine. This is chick grit. I have heard mixed things on if you need grit from day one or not, but I'm just gonna do it. It's good because they don't chew things. They don't have teeth to chew things. So you're gonna wanna make sure you give them grit so they can digest all the treats and food you're giving them. Waters. I got these new waters. You want something small. You don't want those big waters that I have used in the past. For big chickens, you want something small. And for goslings and ducklings, you want something that their beak can go in. Hopefully their beak can fit in this. Hopefully, I don't know. And then we have more dishes. I just got some extra dishes that they can share, not share with the rabbits, but the rabbits or them can use it for treats or grit. And then the other things are inside. Oh my. Okay, you're gonna need some. Ignore what I said earlier because this is a feeder. So you're gonna need something for their food. For the ducklings and goslings, I hope their mouth will be able to fit in this, but you can also buy these long ones with little holes in them, similar size to this, but it just looks different, and then you can refill it by opening it. But I thought this was easier to get this time. Waters are inside, but it's like the same concept, but except this whole thing is open. I'll insert a picture here. Yeah. Lastly, once they're getting old enough, you can give them treats like mealworms, fresh veggies and fruits. They even like scrambled eggs, which is crazy to me, but you know. So let's go ahead and set it up. If I forgot anything for the assembly, I'll let you know. Oh, and for anyone wondering, I did clean these out before. If you're gonna use old cattle waters, I used like a rust cleaner and Dawn dish soap, and I used like a scrub brush and a wire brush, and use either a power washer or like the jet setting on your spray handle on your hose. So very clean, make sure you do that. This one was not as dirty. That's good. This one had a ton of rust on the edge. But this is only their temporary home. They will be moving into a chicken coop, obviously, in around August. So now I'm trying to dry off any water left over from washing it. Then I'm gonna fill it with the bedding. So here is the setup. I would recommend getting the large flake. Next time I got the medium flake because I didn't know how large it was. It's good for chicks, but it is very fine. So I'm doing the food now. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, just so you can see. It is quite fine. I would say this is good for when they're young. I would not use it when they're older, but it could work. It's just very powdery. Definitely not the pellety type of feed that they sell in like Runnings or Lowe's or something like that. But you could use it when they're little. It'll probably work. It just depends. If your chickens don't like the powdery stuff, then they probably won't eat it. Then you'll end up having to refill a little more. But we're gonna try it out, and I'm gonna put all their stuff in, and then I'm probably gonna do the bunnies. So yeah, that was a spider. I did not know that, and I poked it. So a tip for ducklings, goslings, chickens is when they're little, it's not as big of a problem, but have something under the feeders and waters, or there's other techniques out there, but you don't want them tracking around the water, getting in it necessarily. Like, you don't want them stepping in it, so you want them just to be able to eat it. So I'll show you what I mean. Under it, like this, then they just eat it, they don't step in it and poop in it. There you go. And it's not as much from day one, it's just you want something so that, and this is especially a problem with the water, because they will step in it and it will just get all bad. So do this. There's also other methods if you want to go check those out. Homesteady has one, the channel Homesteady. There you go. So I thought I was done vlogging for today, but one more thing. I was reading this chick grit actually, and it says feed it in the food for the first 2 to 3 weeks, and then offer separately, because I'm used to doing it separately, so I did not recall that that is what it said. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna mix it in with their food, and obviously it might be different for other brands in their directions. Just follow what it says on the package, just like their feed. You want to know what it says because it's their brand. They're telling you what to do. Also, research online. That's a great thing to do with chickens. There's lots of forums. You can get lots of people with experience. So yeah. Here's our chicks. You can't see them.
Right here. Oh, you're so peepee.
Yep, we got these 2 shipments, and then our goose is coming late because we didn't have enough. Oh my gosh, there's little birds. Hi. Well, we're not gonna open it until they go home. And then we'll show you the way we're setting them up. So here they are. I got grow gel with Meyer Hatchery. They gave me a packet. You mix it with some water. I put it in there. It's that green stuff. We unfortunately did have one dead chick. It is from Cackle Hatchery, just so you know. Maybe don't order from them if you don't have to. Meyer, it's worth it because it's a little more money, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, they're really cute. They're just getting settled in. You have to dip their head in the water like this. And then they know to drink water. But I think I taught them all so far. So yeah. Just let them get settled in, make sure their heat's right. They're pretty cold, I think, so they're staying in the heat over here. There's another food with no heat. Yeah, and then we put some sugar in the water so that they get those electrolytes so that they're getting more energy. Just add it in there. It's a window screen, but you can use chicken wire or something to keep it in. Also can help trap the heat. So for the goslings, we originally were going to just have one, but then the person we were going to give it to decided not to get them after all because they weren't prepared for it. But we kept them, and I think it's gonna work out still. The geese will spend more time bonding with each other than the chickens, but I still think the guard method will work because geese naturally, especially this Emden breed, are just loud and are gonna be loud and honk against any people, and they're so adorable. They're always peeping whenever we go over to them, so I definitely would recommend getting either a guard goose or geese at some point because they are super cute with the chickens.